Okay.
You better not put me on speaker.
You're on
I will
speaker,
not
fool.
put you on speaker as of now. You're on speaker already.
Call back later, fool.
I need you to eat my ass.
Well, make sure you schedule an appointment. How's my jacket coming along, by the way?
It's real bad back there. Needs a good cleaning.
What, the jacket or
The
your ass?
jacket or your ass? Because
First of all, whoever that second voice was, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you.
well, that's pretty bad because he's producing some amazing stuff. You might want to be nice.
Well, I'm not touching your ass, though, fool.
All right, we'll talk later.
Yeah, man.
That guy's very funny. He's amazing, but he's horrible with people.
I could tell.
Welcome back to Talking With. We are here at the LA School of Comedy. If you want to do an open mic, they're here on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sign up is 6:30. Show starts at 7. Or you can go to downtown LA. I run one on Mondays over at Escondite. I also have another one over at Bruce Brothers on Sundays. You can follow us at Skullduggery or at Pretty Fly for a mic. We got Marcos Martinez in the booth.
Hello.
And then we also have Jason next to him, making sure that he stays on task.
What's going on?
That was very smooth, Jason. What the fuck? It's like, goddamn, people are going to fall in love with you with that one. My guest today is an amazing comedian. He's been running it for a while. He's also a military man. And I don't know about a gordito because some of those photos or like videos, I'm just like, God damn. Like, that's not a gordito, man. Fuck, man. The king of the pupusas over here. Give it up for Nelsito, el gordito. What's up?
What's cracking, mi gente? It's an honor and a pleasure to be here, and also a contractual obligation. So thank you.
It was a part of the Make-A-Wish. You've been doing comedy for quite some time now. It's like, what, 10 years now?
Around there, yeah, bro. Give or take, man. People still don't know about me, but I'm still underground. No, I've been doing comedy, bro, since 2000. Sheesh, right before the pandemic. Probably like a year or two before the pandemic. And then I happened to be in Europe, and when all that stuff was going on, so I took my start with comedy in France, and I actually started doing comedy in French when I lived in Europe.
Shout out V. That's a special thing that we do. But anyway, yeah. So you started doing comedy in French?
Ben oui, naturellement en français, c'est ça.
Sacré bleu.
Sacré bleu, au même jour, là, là, mon pote. Yeah,
Damn,
bro,
I gotta fucking
I
introduce you to Peyton. Peyton's the homie. He also does a lot of things. He lived in Europe for like quite some time.
Yeah, one of the producers now for the Spanglish show. His name is Armando, the cellist, violinist. He's French as well.
Damn.
And he helps us produce the Spanglish show, The Laugh Factory, every Wednesday, which is pretty cool. I have a French buddy to French it up with the French comedy stuff, which is pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
But yeah, bro, I started doing comedy over there, man, and then I came here because of the pandemic, and then I'm Salvadorian, so like. There's not many Salvadorians from the hood, from South Central that speak from like you're from South Central and you speak French fluently and you speak Salvadorian Spanish and so my stuff went viral.
It's like you got something to offer everybody, dog.
It's just like, who the fuck is this kid?
Yeah.
So my stuff went viral pretty quick, and glory.
And your aunt's cousin is also Hawaiian, so you got a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, man, I got a little bit of everything going on.
That's amazing. But right now you're working doing like auto body, or what was it?
You know what? I work at an auto body shop, but I help them with their marketing. I was a mechanic actually for 8 years. People don't know that about me. I did tire service, oil, lube. I was an alignment technician for Firestone Complete Auto Care. They sent me to engineering school. I did all that stuff. And then I just kind of finally decided that I had the courage to live the life I actually wanted and just started taking a chance on myself and trying to pursue my dreams. And glory be to God, and I've accomplished a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, I had one of my friends like help me do like a little bit of research on you because like I've lost the majority of my eyesight, so like having help like looking through some
Oh,
things.
this would be interesting. What did they find? Did they Google?
So I thought it was
haven't even Googled me.
No, I mean it wasn't like Googling, but it was just like running through a couple different things, and then on your profile it says you have a list of things where it's just like like fitness, comedy, and then it says army, and then God. But the way he read it was army of God, and I was just like, that's right.
start praying.
Yeah, he's like, you're not praying hard enough, bro. Like, you know,
Nah, bro. Like,
do these push-ups for the
Oh,
Lord.
Lord, you know what's funny, bro? Like I remember, like I was in infantry school. I was in what's called 30th AG, and that's like a reception battalion. So once you get to like basic training, you go to reception, and like I remember it was
Reception battalion.
yeah, and it's basically where they're holding you before a unit comes and picks you up, and
Yes.
then they can start your training.
Yeah.
Every Sunday you have the opportunity to go to church, and they'll allow you to go to church, but you have to pay a certain amount of push-ups if you wanted to go, and like you're doing the push-ups for the Lord. The Lord is right there fucking you up. You're just
Nice.
pushing for Christ.
Have you ever done the parachuting, like out of a
Not
out
yet,
of a
bro.
plane,
Not yet, bro. To be
or
honest,
like the static rope from a helicopter?
I've done rappelling from
From,
like
like, a wall?
towers and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but not from a helicopter. Yeah, that's air assault school, and then airborne school, and you have to parachute from an airplane.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do those things too. I'm scared as fuck, but fuck it. There's one thing I learned from the army: if you're scared, do it scared.
Do it scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like when I go on stage, I have to not be scared, but I definitely have a feeling of just like, I call it hating myself, because it's like one of my friends.
Why hating yourself?
No. Like before going on, it's like I know that if I'm in this like pocket of just like, oh my god, like why am I even doing this? I do the best work possible.
Okay.
If I go right before going on stage, I'm like, I got this. I do bad. I do bad.
Really?
Yeah, I do really bad. If I start thinking like, I got this, is gonna be no fucking problem. I've been working on this material. I know this shit fucking, like the back of my hand. I'm just like, oh, this is bad.
You know-
I did horrible.
For me, it's the exact opposite, bro. Like,
No way.
I know my procedures, I know my material, and like,
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm sure this is gonna be fantastic,
Yeah.
and it is.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to, if I'm trying to like fucking impress somebody or trying to be a cool guy, somebody that I'm not, it's just, I had the best advice from one of my favorite comedians. His name is Frank Lucero.
Okay.
He's one of the original Latin kings of comedy
Yeah,
with all these fucking legends, including Mr. Paul Rodriguez.
Mhm.
He just told me, mijo, just get on stage, tell us who you are and what you think is funny. It's that simple, bro. Because when you try to be something else, people are gonna see right through that.
Yeah.
So if you're funny, if you're on that stage, especially like when we're at, bro, because we're on the big leagues, we're performing in big theaters already. We're there for a reason, bro. People don't give us flowers for any reason, So I wasn't meant to be a comedian. I just happened to be funny. And I've done a lot of things in my life, glory be to God. I've been a firefighter, I've been a mechanic, I taught English overseas, I'm in the military now, I was a firefighter, and the common denominator, all these things that I've had, is that I was very funny. I always made everybody laugh. Everybody wanted to work with me.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at all these things, but the common factor that I had is I made people laugh.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, maybe I'll take a chance on this, and fuck, if people tell you you're funny for 20 years, fool, then you're fucking funny, fool. It's that simple. I think Cat Williams said it best. He was like, if someone calls you a crackhead for 20 years, then bitch, you smoking crack.
Yeah, you're smoking crack. You can call it whatever it is, but yeah, you're cracking. Yeah. What were the other things that we wrote down for that?
Where have you been deployed?
I've been deployed.
Holy fuck.
I've been deployed.
Hold on. Just the words. Where have you been deployed? Holy fuck. All right.
Where are you deployed? Service women, prostitution.
Hold on. These are all fucking things that we wrote down. But okay, so one of my cousins is in the military as well, and then they've also been in Korea, and they were talking about las cariñosas que están ahí.
Que la disfruten. Que se chinguen una de mi parte, fuck. Que se chinguen dos, güey. Fuck it. No hay pedo.
All right.
I haven't been deployed to Korea yet. I know I have a probably upcoming deployment coming probably sometime in this year. Obviously I can't talk about that too much.
Yeah.
I haven't been deployed with the military as is. I've been sent to training. It's two different things. So you get sent out for training for school. You can get sent out for rotation, which is probably 3 months to 4 or 5 months. And you get sent out for deployment, which is 9 months minimum. And as a firefighter, I have been deployed like fucking 6 or 7 times. We used to help out the Red Cross for like hurricane relief efforts.
Yeah.
I got deployed for Hurricane Maria when we went to the Caribbean, the Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. I got deployed to Georgia I got deployed to Florida. I got deployed to North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas.
Were you here for any of the California fires and all that?
I was not. I had just came back from the army, but like we were just training here in Azusa, California, out of my RSP unit. So no, I wasn't. A lot of my friends did get deployed to those.
I
fires.
lived right by Azusa for like the majority of my life.
Oh, okay. I went to Azusa Pacific University.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Yeah, it's right down the street then, yeah. I don't know if you know where La Pote is.
Simon?
Yeah, that's where I grew up for the majority of the time.
Oh, okay.
Well, we would always go up to like the Azusa Canyons, like for off-roading and stuff.
Yeah, okay. I haven't been to Azusa Canyons, but
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's
like
beautiful.
I went to like I remember I was doing comedy with my buddy Jose. He's the one that pretty much signed me to his label when I moved back to America. And I'm performing at one of his birthday shows, and this big buff Salvadorian dude. His name is Carlos, and he's always like, "Hey, Nelsito, I'm a big fan of you, bro. I'm in the military, I'm in the army, bro, and I'm Salvadorian. I'm a big fan of you, and like, I appreciate what you're doing for the community. I think it's really cool what you're doing, bro, and you just give me my flowers." I remember I was drunk beyond belief, or I was fucked up, and I was like, "Yo, fool, I always want to join the army,
I know.
I'm
Do it.
trying to be vulnerable." And like, I was 430 pounds at the time, fool.
No way.
Yeah, man. And
What?
I was like, fuck it. And he was like, "I can help you. You can join." I was like, "Nah, look at me, bro. Like, that's just passing." He's like, "No, let me help you out."
Yeah.
I got his number. And then, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks go by. And me and Jose were producing a show called Soy Funny right there in Beer Thick Brewery in the city of Bell at the time. And I remembered him. I was at a Starbucks just going over my monologue, trying to bring on new comedians, blah, blah, blah. I gave him a call just on a whim. I'm like, "Hey, man, this is Nelson. I don't know if you remember me." I was like, I remember every word I told you. Let me help you out. And I'm like, "How do we start this, bro?" Like, it seems so like unrealistic, me being 430 pounds and just expressing the fact, my desire to join the military, that you happen to be in the military, that you believe in me, you want to help me out. And I'm a comedian, it's so far removed from what you're doing. And he was like, "Well, what do you want to do? Number one, you have to lose the fucking weight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, that's a non-negotiable."
Yeah. It has to happen.
Yeah, that just has to happen.
Doesn't matter how good the food is. Like,
And
you gotta.
I was like, "All right, well, I want to get the gastric sleeve surgery done in Mexico to help me lose weight." He's like, "The best thing you could do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a list of schools that have a military curriculum called ROTC. It's not like high school, JROTC. ROTC in college is a curriculum for you to become a lieutenant in the army. It's real.
So it already like gives you.
Yeah, it gives
like
you a
step.
rank. It gives you're an officer, so you're a O1. So like, I was like, "Okay, well, fuck, let's do it." And the first school he gave me was Azusa Pacific University.
Yeah.
And I get the surgery done. I start losing the weight like this because I had a really good work ethic, and I lost weight really quickly because I used to work out a lot. I hired a nutritionist. They told me how to eat, macronutrients, micronutrients, whatever. I needed to be done. I did it.
I'm not good with any of that.
It's okay,
Like,
bro.
I'm good with trying. Like, when I have a routine down, I'm so far like I'm kind of good with that, but I'm horrible with like macros and like all of the stuff that like like I'll do like low calorie or like even like low carb, like high protein. Like I'll stick with stuff like that I know. But like calculating all the other stuff with like macros and like certain proteins and shit.
Trust me, bro. When you really want to, you will do it. There's a saying in the military. In life, actually, I got this from a movie with my little brother. We watched some hockey movie. I forgot what it's called. But it says, you have to be shitty to get better. And sometimes we're shitty at things that we want to be shitty at because we don't want to get better at it. What reality do you want? So I was like, fuck, what do I have to lose? I really invested in this. And I remember like I'm touring with Jose. He was a professional comedian. He's like our Salvadorian fucking Muhammad Ali as far as comedy. And I moved back with him. He's my protege. I'm his protege, sorry. And he's telling everyone, guys, this is Nelsito, he's the next kid, follow him, blah, blah, blah. He pretty much gave me my career. Yeah. Obviously, I had the talent to respaldarme, It wasn't like he was just investing in just anybody. He pretty much threw me on stage. He was like, "All right, do what you do." And I responded, and people loved it, and I did great. That's what skyrocketed in my comedy career. Yeah. I skipped like 10 years of not having to go to open mics because of my talent. Glory be to God. So when it got to the point, I'm running the Laugh Factory in Hollywood with Paul Rodriguez, and I have a show called Mota Martes with Cypress Hill on Tuesdays at the Ice House, and I'm killing it, I'm crushing it. But then I'm just like, I turn around and say, "You know what, bro? Hey, I think I'm gonna give this up to join the military."
Oh yeah, that's a
very, you're probably gonna take it very well.
Fucking turn, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were just like, "What?"
He's like, "Are you sure?" Like,
yeah.
You already
right now you're taking leaps and bounds.
Like,
you ahora sí, what the fuck? Te pasas de verga, güey.
How much drugs are you doing?
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, like." I know this sounds crazy, bro, but like I feel like it's something I have to do. I feel like something's got sorry. I feel like something God is putting in my heart, you know? Something I always wanted to do, and now I have an opportunity because I have a mentor that's helping me through this, and I'm losing the weight and everything. He's like, "Are you sure?" You know,
How long ago was it from like
this
when
is
you were? Was it 440? What was it? You said.
I was 430,
Okay, and how long ago was that?
it's about 3 years ago, bro.
Okay.
And Jose was a gentleman with me. At first, he was like, you know, this is you kind of stupid. You're already famous for this. So you're gonna do this.
He was gentle with you.
I
Hey,
told
you're
him,
kind of stupid.
I told him like, if it means that much, you keep it. You know, you got it. And he was like, no, I will always keep the door open for you.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, thank you, bro. But I feel like I have to do this. And yeah, and every time I come back from the military, I get to perform with him, you know, and stuff like obviously I'm still talented too, you know. I still perform at a professional caliber on my own accord
Yeah.
because of my talent. I perform at the Laugh Factory, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and but it's just pretty cool to have people like that in your corner, you know. He saw my success, he saw my drive, he saw my whole, you know, journey, and he has his own thing going now. We really don't work like that anymore together, unfortunately, but I wish him nothing but the best. And he helped me out a lot through my career and my development as an artist.
That's
But
amazing.
yeah, man, that was my process, and everyone's like, "Fuck, you really did that shit." And I remember I was in basic training, and some Latino fools would just be like, "They're like, are you fucking
Yeah.
Nelsito el
Yeah, just
Gordito?"
looking
I
for
was
it.
like, "No, I'm fucking Private Echeverria." This is
Not right now. That's fucking awesome, dude. To have like the surreal moment of them just like, just being in shock, like,
You know,
you mind signing my you know, like my
my
bag or
camel
something?
bag, my
Yeah,
my,
my
my
camel
rifle.
bag. Yeah, my rifle.
I have viral videos of me in uniform too. I have videos that went viral, and I was still in basic training. It was crazy, bro.
Uh-huh.
And because of my talent, like I said, my talent didn't go away.
It's like you're doing it for like a film thing, right? Like that's what this is. Like you're going
Yeah, I'm trying to be Salvadorian Forrest Gump. Fool. Shit, Forrest Gumpito.
Lieutenant Juan.
Yeah. Oh, trip out. So I have an uncle. He was in the Marine Corps. He was infantry as well.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he lost his legs to like a deployment in Afghanistan to a landmine. And Lieutenant Dan, his name is Gary Sinise. He has a foundation that he helps wounded veterans.
Yeah.
He bought my uncle a full handy capable home in New Brunswick, Texas, bro.
Wow.
And then to honor that home and para hacer como un video, you know, my uncle had that food over for a carne asada.
That's right. That's right.
And like,
That's what we know how to do.
Lieutenant Dan with
Yeah.
fucking my uncle and my family having that carne asada in Texas. I was like, hell yeah, that was down as full.
Yeah.
And I saw something recently that one of my most recent military videos just went viral. It has like almost 500,000 views. It's one of my buddies in my platoon. Shout out Jeffrey Killerin, one of my best friends. He sent me a video. He's on a convoy. He's just like, you know, just being stupid. He's just miserable, just waiting, driving.
Okay.
And I repurposed that footage, and I put when you're the only white dude in a Mexican platoon, and then I put a song, "Dime baby qué pasó," dun, 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 dun. And that shit went viral immediately.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. Just to see
That's
the
fucking
diversity,
awesome.
bro. Because a lot of people, you know, are especially in the South, you know, not to get political or anything like that. There's just, you know, racist.
It happens.
It happens, especially
happens.
in the military.
Yeah.
But then someone said, if you're racist and you support the troops, do you know who the troops are?
Yeah.
It's back then. It's a bunch of fucking Latinos in the army and the Marine Corps and all this stuff.
Well, not only that, but there, as far as I know, I mean, maybe you can cut this out. I don't know. We'll figure that out right now. Wait until after you twist a drink down. There was I think there was like a program for like a minute, right, where they would go to Home Depot and be like, "You want your papers? Join the military," and they did or they didn't.
I don't know if that's true. If that is, fucking keep doing it, bro. Because
Yeah.
like this shit works.
Yeah,
I
like
was in,
they're hard workers
I was
already.
in
You
boot
know?
camp with like a bunch of fools that are like learning. That had to learn English in Texas to go into boot camp, and also that went through the program just to get their papers. You know.
I felt like it'd be hilarious, like doing a clip like that, and we're like, "¿Quieres ir a Disneylandia?" And they're just in the military.
No, oh my
You know those videos where they're just like, "Yeah, let's go."
¿Quieren trabajar?
¿Quieren trabajar?
Yeah, 5 seconds, got my fucking bus. ¿Qué? No, there is
Like,
oh
what
my-
Mickey Mouse, you know?
there's some fools that barely speak English. There was some African fool. I forgot his name. He was so funny. Oh, Fahanawe or something. Oh, fuck his name. I forgot. But he was some fool from Nigeria. And he would get us fucked up all the time. He was from 4th Platoon. And anything you're not supposed to have on your bunk is considered contraband. Whether it's a snack or a mint or a chocolate or a wrapper or a stapler, anything you're not supposed to have in your bunk.
A stapler?
Anything.
Why the fuck would
fool,
you have
like,
a stapler in
anything
your
fool.
bunk?
So I remember like this African dude, his name.
He's like, just trying to feel something.
Yeah. He'll always have like snacks and stuff. So we
God.
get what's called health and wellness check, and they take your bunks apart and like your lockers, and they just throw everything, and they'll find like you know snacks and wrappers and blah
But
blah.
where would you get these snacks and wrappers? And
From the defect dining facility, and also from our MREs, our meals ready to eat. Those are our military rations.
Yeah. I
and
tried some of those. Some of those are really, really good.
They're all trash. Fool. They all suck. Fool. Trust me.
Dude, nah, when my cousin brought like boxes home, like what was it, the burger mac and cheese one? That shit was good.
The Chile Max okay. Yeah, but that's like
See,
3,000 calories right there. For you can have 12 pupusas for that.
he's doing the macros
math,
on it.
yeah, of
I had
course.
3 pupusas or an MRE.
So I remember like you'll get fucked up, and they'll be like, "Hey, what the fuck is this?" And just have to be tearing him up. He's like, "Green Sergeant, it's no contraband, it's MRE."
It's military issued.
Where'd you get this from? He's like, defect. It's so funny, bro. But
And they're like taking apart your bunk. Where the fuck did you get these pupusas from?
oh my god, fool. They used to mess us up, man. But yeah, but there's a lot of good moments, a lot of bad moments too. I remember like everyone's like, "What's the most difficult thing you dealt with in the army?" I was like, "The cold, bro."
They're cold?
Yeah, man. Because like so, they're very strict on like height and weight and like meeting the criteria and the standard for the military.
You're not height enough?
So no, I was still too fat. I was still too gordito.
Okay.
So when I joined, I met the parameters that they accepted me into the program, but I had to go to a program called Arms 2.0, fat camp. Fool. They basically
What
yeah,
the fuck is that?
it's
Arms
fat camp. So there's
2.0?
two things. There's fat camp and there's dumb camp. If you're too stupid, if you score really low on the ASVAB,
Dumb camp?
yeah, dumb camp is for the dumbass fools that score like really low on the ASVAB, and it's an aptitude test to give you a job in the military.
What do you
And then fat camp, I got a 70. I got a really good score. And then I was still too fat. So I was like, fuck it. I guess I'll go to fat camp. And they sent me to fat camp. It took me a long time to qualify to get into fat camp. Like it took me like just 2 years just to lose the weight, and then I got accepted into the weight
just that
category
statement alone though? It took me a long time to qualify for fat
for fat
camp.
camp, yeah, and then trip out.
Okay.
They denied my waiver because I lost too much weight too quickly, and then the army deemed it unhealthy, and then I had to wait 9 more months just to reapply.
Okay.
And I felt so stupid because I had given up my professional comedy career. I had a roast with all the comedians and everything, just saying goodbye to me.
Yeah.
And then, like, could you imagine donde me cabía la cara la vergüenza, güey?
Yeah.
To say, hey guys, I fucking failed. I got denied.
Yeah.
You know, like, I felt, oh, dude, I feel like I threw my life away, bro. But
Yeah.
I maintained my faith, bro. Faith is a belief in things you cannot see. And I was like, I don't know how the fuck this is gonna come into fruition, fool, but fuck it, bro.
I got that one going on right now.
So you just keep at it, fool. I just kept with it, and I stayed healthy, and I kept showing up, and I kept working out, and I would go to Susa Pacific University, even though I wasn't a student anymore because I had withdrawn my application because I was leaving for the army. Según yo, como
Yeah, yeah.
pendejo.
Yeah.
But I was cool with everyone there, and like the unit that I trained with ROTC. So they'll let me use the cancha just to go run, and I would go every day,
okay.
bro. I would go every day, bro, just to go run, and I kept showing up. I was doing DoorDash, I was doing everything under the sun just to make sure I maintained enough money to support myself, but make sure I made enough time to work out. And bro, 9 months later, I reapplied, and
Got you in.
bro, yeah, I had to do so much shit because I got the gastric sleeve surgery done in Mexico. I had to get the papers from Mexico, all the certificates, the license from the
proof and everything.
doctors, all the medicines that they gave me if I had any like thing withdrawals, the paper from my nutrologos, everything for it. And I had to get it medically translated in English from Spanish to submit it to my recruiter, to submit it to the command and everything. I did everything under the sun. I was like, okay, I know.
It's probably
did
got to get everything
everything-
too, no?
Yes, I did everything within my efforts to make this possible for me. And I was like, if it doesn't happen, fool, it's beyond my control. But I know I shut up for this shit.
But you checked every single box
Yep.
just so they could be like, all right,
100
look, if you're telling
motherfucker.
me no after all this.
Twice, fool, 'cause I got denied the first
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
And they called me back a day later. He's like, all right, congratulations, you're in the army.
Damn.
You enlist tomorrow.
So what's your goal in the army? Like, what's the thing that you
Just to
want to
finish,
go for?
bro. Honestly, bro.
Just so that you said you did it.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't need to be GI Joe, fool. I don't. I I just wanted to do it. So it's 8 years. It's a 6 year active, 2 years inactive. And once I'm done with my contract, and I'm done serving.
Yeah, I got family members that are in, and I was like talking to them about that. So they were telling me different stuff. My cousin was the one that was longest in it. He used to be like in street fraternities, and and it was the way he got his life together.
Yeah, I
And
met a lot of
honestly,
those
like he's
fools.
been doing great. So like,
There's a lot of out of the hood programs in the army, and but luckily that wasn't the case for me. I was always a good kid, and it's just something I always wanted to do. I think I'll never be done being an artist. So I probably once I'm done with my military commitment, I'm just gonna send it.
Yeah.
Because yo soy bien terco, way. I live in utter delirium, and I think you have to be when you're an artist and you believe it. So you have some level of success. I'm also an entrepreneur. I have my own marketing business. I think también tienes que tener tu huevos, way, to say, all right, I know what the fuck I have is a good product.
Yeah.
So I know this to be true. I believe in myself so much and in my talent and what I've done so far and what I've demonstrated so far, just half-assing my comedy career, that once I focus full force on it, I'm gonna be a star, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so fucking famous. And I know this to be true because just half-assing it, puta,
You got so far, yeah. That's amazing.
But just like comedy and just like the military, that's only a percentage of my life. I have other dreams and aspirations as well. I want a wife, bro. I want kids. I want a family. And if I had to give up those other things, I live so much of it, and I can be happy with that. I was already in the military. I was already,
You already have the
I,
discipline.
I was already a comedian, So if it's just me performing open mics just to satisfy my cravings of being an artist and my creative expression, then so be it.
Yeah.
I'd rather work at a gas station for the rest of my life and go home to my wife and kids for
Have you ever done that?
live a regular life.
I don't know,
Absolutely.
gas station.
No, I was a mechanic, and
Yeah.
that's probably the closest thing I'm working at a gas station.
What's your most favorite thing? Like being a mechanic wise.
Leaving?
Clocking the fuck out.
Clocking the fuck out.
Yeah,
taking
no,
out
but I
my
mean, like,
boots.
say, okay, because
The parts girls, if I'd ask it.
to me, it was figuring something out that somebody else wouldn't, or like they couldn't figure it out, and then I'm just like, oh, okay, like I was able to actually get it done. Maybe like hating the fact that it's like, ah, man,
You know
this
what?
isn't working out, but once you figure it out,
What
and
it
then get
was,
done,
bro?
like it was nice.
What it was for me, I worked for Firestone. I don't care. It was like the longest mechanic job that I held. I had a lot of time to think about what I would rather be doing and where I would like to focus my efforts. And I remember I would just be changing oil, and like the oil filter would come, and I'd read the box, and it said filtre à l'huile, aceite, blah blah blah. I
You
knew
were
all
doing
the,
this in France?
no, I did it in France, I did it in Puerto Rico, and I did it here. So I'll read the parts in all three languages that I understood. I'm just like, I can do so much more, and then I started just believing in myself, and just started, speaking shit into existence, bro.
Yeah.
I remember I would go to work every day. I was living in New Jersey at the time, and I was working for Mr. Tire, and I used to listen to Steve Harvey, the morning drive guy.
Yeah.
And he would just speak life into you, bro. And he would ask you, what's the thing you do the best with the least amount of effort? Whatever that is, bro. That's your God-given talent. God didn't create a single soul without giving him a gift at birth. But what happens with social media, you think that gift is fucking running, jumping, singing, and dancing. You never consider, maybe it's changing oil.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fucking working at DM Auto Body. Maybe it's frying chicken. People make millions of dollars making chicken. El Pollo Loco, KFC, Church's Chicken. That's what your gift, that's what you do, then do that. That gift will make room for you.
Yeah.
And I just had to figure out what my gift was. I know I was very talented. I know I was very funny. And I just thought, okay, well, maybe I could start relying on that more. And it has made room for me, bro. So when I quit comedy and just started focusing on training, I had an opportunity. When I would come back and forth, and I was touring with Jose as a comedian, especially as a Salvadorian comedian, we would have so many pupuseria spots, pupusa places hitting us up to make videos for them. And they'll tell us, like, hey, Necesito, come to my spot, okay, come taxas pupusas. And you use promo code Necesito Gordito, you can eat whatever you want, fool, and we'll pay you $300. I was like, oh, damn. And then I got more. I got more of those and more of those. And I kind of turned that into a business, bro. But I would go to one spot in particular called Paseo San Miguel.
Where's that at?
And they're in South Central.
Okay.
And it's my favorite spot because I grew up down the street with my parents. My parents passed away already. My grandparents, they adopted me, but they're no longer here with me. So I remember, like, after church, that's where we would go. So for me to feel nostalgic and to feel like I'm with my family still, I would go there just,
It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah. And the waitresses were fine as fuck too.
What?
The waitresses were fine as fuck too.
Oh.
They used to chop it up with that too.
It just feels so at home.
Yeah, it feels so blessed.
So blessed. I miss them so much.
Way to fuck up a nice story, right?
Hey, you started it. What the fuck? I just leaned in.
No, yeah.
I leaned on him.
Like the waitress. And I would go there. Yeah, I would practice my monologues there. I'll take TikToks there, and they would go viral.
Yeah.
And then the owner is like, who the fuck is this kid promoting my business for free, you know? And then we had a sit down meeting because I got his attention, and he's like, yo quiero que tomes la vida para el negocio. I want you to promote my business. And I was like, I would love to, but I'm gonna say no because I'm still touring as an artist, you know, with Jose, and tomorrow I have to go to fucking Texas, you know.
Yeah.
I want to do a good job for you, so right now I'm gonna say no. So when I decided to join the military and I quit my comedy career and I had more time than anything, he's like, what about now, motherfucker? You need a job? I was like, yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes.
And I started with my little
We get that pupusa money.
dude, I started my little iPhone 12 just recording, but I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
But I did a great job.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I just did a great job. It just, because at the end of the day, it's one thing I learned when I lived in Puerto Rico. Al final del día, bro, you can have the fanciest cameras and editing software and everything, pero la calidad, papi, tiene que ser tú.
Yeah.
And I just used my image and just the way I got along with people and my creativity, and the videos started going viral. And then he trusted me more, his restaurants. And then he started recommending to his other friends that have restaurants.
Yeah.
And then other people spread word of mouth. And then, bro, I turned it into a business, man. Now I make videos for a living. Out of nowhere, God gave me a business like this. And that's what I do to today.
Yeah.
Look, the DM Auto Body, I don't work at this body shop. They're one of my clients. But sometimes people are reluctant to come out on camera because they're shy. I'm an entertainer. I'm not shy.
Yeah.
I'm like, fool, give me a shirt. Okay, today my name's Jose. What's up, you guys? We're at DM Auto Body. My name's Jose. As you can see, we have this Honda Civic over here. As you guys remember, we received it in very poor conditions, and now with our expertise, you know, we're Honda certified repair facility. We got it going, and the customer is very satisfied. Give us a call today if you're in the Van Nuys area. Again, this is Jose at DM Auto Body. We're waiting for you, and that's it.
I could do that. I was like, I could do that. What was it? What was it? DM Auto Body?
So again, it goes back. Let me retract to what I said. Find your gift. What's the thing you do the best with the least amount of effort? For me, it's that. It's just being creative and spontaneous and just being myself, dude. So like, I don't have to put on a persona. When I'm on stage, obviously, maybe I'm a little exaggerated version of myself, but I'm still the same fool when I get off, man.
But it feels like anytime I am on stage, it does feel like whenever you're telling a story or running a bit, it is like an exaggerated version of you. Like like, I feel like
it's like when you're singing a song, fool. You never always like singing like that, but you know that's just your creativeness.
But it's
your creativity.
It is whoever you are, just pushed to the max. You know, because it's like, because if you're just faking or throwing some other shit out there, like, oh yeah, like that's, come on, you wouldn't normally fucking do that. But if you're just being the most authentic you, I feel like that's where I get the most fans. Or like, people come up to me after a show and be like, I really fucked with that. Like, do you really do that? Like, yeah, absolutely. You know, like
people come up to me after I get off the stage and they're like, are you really in the military, or is that just part? It'll be a bit. And I'm like, no, food. I'm a soldier. I just happen to do comedy, you know. Guys from my unit come to my shows and stuff like, oh, you actually do this? I'm like, yeah, fool.
Yeah. Have you not been following?
It's because, you know, when you're in uniform, you have to have you're held to a different standard and a different level of discipline, you know. Right. So coming back from like a training I had in South Carolina, I was away for a couple of months, and you come back in full military doctrine discipline, and I'm sitting in the position of attention and blah, blah, blah. And I got recommended to become a recruiter because someone who saw me, who knew me, who's come to my shows, was a personal friend of mine that happens to be in the military too.
You know how to fucking sell.
And I was like, oh, this kid's got it. He's got a following. He's good with Latinos. You know, he speaks all these languages. You know, he's funny. He's charismatic. He's famous on social media. But he could be a badass recruiter. He could recruit all the fucking Latinos in SoCal. Yeah. So I go over there not knowing what they're expecting. So I go there in uniform and my OCPs, my camos and everything. And I'm sitting at the position of attention, minding my P's and Q's, you know, saluting officers, everything. Like you're supposed to. And they're like, the fuck? You're the funny guy? Like, they told us you seem serious as fuck. For like, you don't look like you have a funny bone in your body. And I was like, well, I'm in uniform. It's different, you know. And I didn't get the job because of that. And I was like, fuck.
You're the funny guy?
Yeah, they were expecting Necesito el Gordito, and they got specialist Echeverria that day. I was like, sorry for doing my job. Jesus Christ. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. And I had other...
just unbutton the shirt a little bit and be like, all right, guys. I mean, fuck. So far, it just seems like you're like, yeah, I'm just naturally fucking amazing and talented and shit.
On the contrary,
if somebody who isn't...
No.
Hey, come on.
Dude.
Jason, like... Marcos, can I get a fucking backup over here?
What happens is, dude, it's just...
He's a soldier, bro. I'm all right.
You have to figure out where you're...
Thanks, Marcos.
it's just anyone. Even and glory be to God. I was put in my unit as an older soldier, and I was 29 when I enlisted. I was 30 at boot camp. I turned 31.
Isn't there like a certain cutoff for that?
42 now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So find out who you
So
are,
think I
bro.
can sign up
Yeah, Papa, I got you.
for real?
Well, maybe not with your eyesight. But
Why not?
if you're like, I have a bunch of blind fools fucking shooting machine guns for no mames. Well, maybe
No one ever believes
maybe there's a way. There you go. Hey, just like I'm doubting you, people doubted me.
Yeah.
Put me wrong, fool. But you guys put in the work. So that's just what it is. You know, if people are gonna put you down, and people are not going to believe in you. I remember when I lived in France and I started making my little videos because I'm from the hood, from South Central, bro. So I was floored and honored and humbled that I happened to be in Europe. I wasn't like in a nice part of France. I was in the hood. I was in Roubaix. It was like a bunch of like down ass Muslim ass fools over there.
But for me, Muslim ass
but for me, it was so beautiful. You know, I couldn't believe that I was there. So I started recording with my little iPhone 4 fool. Ni me cabían los cachetes en la cámara, bro. I swear to God. And people make fun of me. Más los salvadoreños. Son bien mierda los salvadoreños sometimes, bro. They attack your insecurities and they'll hurt my feelings. And they're like, ese hijo de puta cachetón no nos representa, que bla, bla, bla.
Cara de bombón.
Yeah, pues I was like, you know what? ¿Sabes qué? Este bombón está en Francia. Where the fuck are you at, fool? That's the fuck I thought. So then I just got more comfortable because people attack you. Serious. It's my parking. Peep. Are we good? Can I jump back into it?
Yeah, jump back into it.
All right.
Go.
People will attack you based off of their own insecurities. So when you're out doing stuff that they don't see possible for themselves, they're just reflecting their insecurity that you're doing something that they wish that they could do.
Yeah.
So people would talk so much shit about my videos and my comedy and stuff when I was starting off. Those same people asked me for free tickets to come to my shows, bro. So it's the same thing when I joined the military or when I became a firefighter, when I fucking learned French, when I lost the weight. You know, I have all these accolades. Glory be to God. I don't have any material positions. I don't have any material possessions. I know if I stayed at one job, hyper-focusing on scaling, I'd probably be more financially secure. But fuck, you can't take that stuff with you, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
¿Qué vas a dejar, güey? Aparte tu legado, bro. So do what you want to do in life and just fucking send it.
I feel like I've been living that way. It's like, dude, whenever I'm not good with saving, but also it's just like I'd rather give somebody, you know, like the shirt off my back or just like I am definitely like the homies would always call me like a Captain Save-A-Ho because it's just like it's not just like like they, you know,
I don't know about that. Fuck
no, quote unquote, quote unquote, like, you know, like women or anything like that. It's like, no, it's just like the homies or whoever it is. It's just like I'm always like, well, Marcos, yes or no?
Sí, señor.
Yeah, like I'm always helping anybody or everybody in any possible way that I can because it's just like it doesn't cost anything to be nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you anything, just like the labor of love.
You know what's crazy, bro? The Rock said it the best. He's like, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.
Yeah.
You know, so I just some advice. If you take anything away from this conversation, this podcast, bro, figure out who you are. What's the thing you do the best with the least amount of effort? And whatever that is, bro, that's your God-given talent. It's a rhetorical question. Figure it out. It took me 10 years to find out what it was. I wasn't always like this, bro. I wasn't always this confident.
Yeah.
But it's just so many years of really deep diving, okay, and just fucking trying and failing at things. If you try something, bro, and you fucking fail, congratulations, papa. You tried.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have the balls to fucking try.
Yeah, to try.
So just send it. One of my buddies, his name is my Salvadorian comic friend, he told me, hey, if you're scared, do it scared. It's okay.
Yeah.
So that's it, man. That's my TED Talk for today. And thank you for having me on, bro. It's nice meeting all of you. God bless you guys.
Yeah. Follow Luisito El Gordito on Instagram. Follow him on his shows and make sure we fucking, you know, pray for him.
Holler at me at we're at the Laugh Factory every Wednesday. The Spanglish show produced by Paul Rodriguez and homegirl Tanya Estrada and a bunch of other funny comics. Come hit us up.
They're all
send me a DM if you guys want to get on my guest list. Just send me a DM and I got you guys. God bless you guys.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Give us a like, follow, subscribe, repost, and we love you.